All right, I've decided to get into doing some of the body work. It's kind of going back to my roots from back in the day, and I really enjoy this part. The one tricky thing is you never really know what you're going to find once you start digging into somebody else's handiwork, and I was not surprised to find through this area right in here, there was probably better than a ½ inch of Bondo. In fact, you can start to see this body line now. Once I ground all that stuff out, there wasn't a body line. It was caved in, and they created a body line out of filler. Back when I used to do body work, that was just being visited by Uncle Phil. Man, they used plenty of body filler to make the shape that they wanted. Now, the one thing that this has done is it's complicated my efforts to keep my shop clean, because when you start grinding this stuff out, there's no clean way of doing it. I've found that this little flapper disc, it does really quick work of getting that stuff off, but unless you've got a flow-through shop or you're doing it outside, you're going to be eating a lot of Bondo dust. So get yourself a mask if you can find one these days, and wear it. I really enjoy doing this part. Now, whenever you are doing body work, I don't know if you guys have any experience doing body work. I do. Back from 25 years ago, I used to do this. The nice thing with these old trucks is that the metal, well, it's made of some. I mean, you can really hit these things without doing a whole lot of damage, which means that you can work this stuff. So I've pushed this out to where you can see that there's a body line now, and the tools that I'm using is pretty primitive. You know, you got a dolly, couple of different ones. I mean, that's homemade right there. And then my old trusty ball peen hammer. And when you really need to hit on something, I got my 2½er. But you know, this right here, I mean, this was actually pretty wadded up, and I was able to straighten it up, and it actually turned out looking pretty darn good. You can see right there, you know, that was pretty much, that was down. That was about probably 3/4 or an inch down, and I was able to bring that back up to where it's not going to need but maybe an 1/8 inch of Bondo. So just be patient with it, and things will start to take their shape again, and you can bring it up to where you're not having to fill it. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you like the vintage beat up patinaed look. Great. I'm not into that. I like the you know, from a distance, it's cool, but whenever I start working on a vehicle, I like body work, and I grew up with doing body work. It's just my thing. And I want to paint the truck. It's going to be the King Ranch colors, the root beer brown with the beige on top, and I just want it to look nice. So, and I'm not saying that the guys with the patinaed trucks don't look nice. They do. It's just everybody's got their own preferences, and that's just not mine. Well, anyway, that's my 3 minutes for today. I'm going to keep on banging on this stuff, and we'll work on getting it mounted up next.